So on the analog watch side, it's been a dream run, I would say, for the last uh, quite a few years, 4 5 years at least. I think we have been able to create very innovative products, and the store formats are just the right kind to take them to the people. And we are between the Titan World and Helios, which is a multi-brand premium watch store. We have the right on-ground channels. All our investments in omni-channel, CRM, analytics, way back in 2017, came in very handy during COVID, and continuing to lift visibility, overall experience for customers, and therefore the analog watch, and particularly the premium analog watch, with Titan brand leading that entire effort, premium analog business has continued to do very well, because the premium analog, the analog watch is a very special product. It's an expression of emotion, it's an expression of your individuality, status. It's an important accessory which completes your overall persona. So it's got multiple roles, and people are realizing that more and more. And in the overall premium, aspiration for the country across categories, this is getting its due share. So that's on the analog side. The jewelry business has always been very strong. And I think during COVID, the formalization of the industry happened more. The Tata name became more, the affection for the Tata name became stronger during COVID. The general formalization as well accelerated. So we certainly got the benefit of all that as well. And our market share has steadily been climbing over the last 2 to 3 years. And we have a portfolio, a strong Tanishq, and a very strong and growing Mia, Carrot Lane, and Zoya as part of our overall portfolio. That all those have continued to fire well. The international foray of Tanishq has been exceptionally strong. We went into the GCC first, then went into North America, and from a company which had, maybe 20, 30, or maybe $50 million. I don't even remember. It was so small. I don't think it was even that. In 1920, we are now dreaming of a $500 million by FY 27, 28 in the international business, and substantially from jewelry. So the jewelry business, like I said, including in catchments in all big cities as well as small towns in every state, we've been expanding in a big way. The Tanera business yet to achieve scale, but we have established a very strong customer value proposition for Tanera, and we are expecting and pretty confident that in the next 2 years we will make Tanera a big name in the, certainly in the sari market, and to some extent in the ethnic Indian wear market. We are a prominent name in the perfumes category. The perfumes category is not a very large category in the country, but in the masstige space, our brand Skin rules, and it's a fabulous product at a very attractive price. And we are now expanding that above and below to actually become rather bigger in the context of the size of that category. We had significant challenges in the Titan I Plus business. We took the first 2 to 3 years to clean up the operations and extract value. We made it a very profitable business by FY 22, to some extent early 23, but starting late 2023. So over the last 9 months, we have done a lot of work on growth. We have sacrificed profitability for growth, for getting our due share in the affordable fashion space, affordable progressive lens space. Those results are very encouraging in the last 6 months, certainly. And FY 26 and beyond, we expect to capitalize on those strategic changes to surge ahead on growth, as well as, in a way, go back to the profitability levels that we had in FY21 and FY22. We also launched our first, uh, in a way, I would say, big ticket women's bags called Earth in October of 2022, and we hope to make a big difference in the women's bags market as well. So, in a sense, over the last 2 to 3 years, and certainly over the next 3, 4 years, we would become a more well-rounded lifestyle products company in terms of share of customers, from ethnic wear for women, bags for women, perfumes, smart wearables, and of course, our traditional businesses like watches and jewelry and all that. We would become a more international company because of the share of Tanishq business from outside India. So these were two significant changes in the profile of Titan company. And at the root of all this, in a sense, is the people of Titan company and our belief in their, the unique combination of capability and ownership that Titanians, as we call them, and they're in the thousands, whether they are actually directly working for Titan or not, whether they're working for a franchisee or a distributor or a vendor making our watches or jewelry, or a warehouse which is moving our watches and other products all over India. So the large Titan family, about 70,000 of them, their capability and ownership of various things to do with Titan company is the reason for this success. Sure, there is strategy of the leadership team, 150 of us. Uh, we call the senior management team. So there is this vision and strategy of that team. Of course, it has got a big bearing on that. But equally, the 70,000 people who are day in and day out working on the ground wherever they are working. And even during COVID, we came out of the COVID much faster than most lifestyle products companies because of these people owning the problem and innovating all the time on the ground, whether it is for customer acquisition or cost reduction. So that's I would call a gift of Titan company to have these 70,000 people actually feeling for Titan and owning everything about Titan. And so this combination between the leadership of the 150 people and the ownership of the 70,000 people is where the success of Titan and the sustained success of Titan sits. And of course, the enabling factors of even in the journey in the next few years of the 2000 odd USD per capita going to 5,000, the top two income classes in the country are expected to double their share to total. And Titan's substantial business dependence is on these two income segments. So as they double, we reap the benefits of that as well. And our businesses are in many categories low market share, and therefore as the formalization also accelerates, we get some of the benefit. So there are some enabling conditions which are favorable to us, maybe more than they are favorable to some other categories and companies. But equally, there are the people of Titan, the partners of Titan, who capitalize on those enabling opportunities and extract much greater value for all people concerned.